Hey, welcome back to Living MN Outdoors, and thanks for joining us for this week's fishing report for Mille Lacs Lake, Leech Lake, and Lake Winnibigoshish. But before we get into the fishing report, if you guys manage to get out on any of those three lakes, you catch some nice fish, take some pictures with them, email them to us at livingmnoutdoors@gmail.com, and we'll do our best to get you in next week's fishing report. And also, if you guys visit any of the resorts mentioned on the fishing report, please let them know that you saw them on Living MN Outdoors. And with that being said, let's get into today's fishing report. Alright, this week we're going to start up on Lake Winnibigoshish. I looked at the weather report for Lake Winnibigoshish this weekend, and it looks like it's going to be really nice. The high temps are going to be in the low to the mid-teens. Friday, there's a chance of some snow, but an inch or less is what they're saying right now. Now, the winds are going to be a little bit stronger on Friday, about 10 miles per hour, but gradually dying off through the weekend. And then ending the weekend on Sunday with some nice warm weather in the upper 20s, if not lower 30s. So going to be a great weekend out on Lake Winnibigoshish. But let's start with Tamarack Lodge. Unfortunately, we have some sad news. Jacob from Tamarack Lodge last Friday was unfortunately killed in a car accident. We want to remember Jacob as we go through this ice fishing season. He was a huge part of the ice fishing community up there and a great friend of mine. I didn't know Jacob for very long, but in the 5 weeks that I did know him, I quickly learned that he was very passionate about life and running the resort up there at Tamarack Lodge. If you guys do happen to stop in at Tamarack Lodge, they're really dealing with some tough times right now, so keep the family, friends, and the resort in your prayers, and please be patient with them no matter what circumstance you're dealing with. Alright, let's move over to the Pines Resort. The Pines Resort is the next door neighbor to Tamarack Lodge, and they do share a plowed road system, so regardless of where you buy your road pass, you can use either of those roads. Now, I talked to Chad. He said they have 20 plus inches of ice. He said at this time there's no vehicle restrictions or wheelhouse restrictions. Now, he did say that they're extending their road further out into the main lake. They plowed out to Perch Bar and some of the other humps out there. Now, he said out there they have about 16 inches of ice, but if you venture off the roads, they have found as little as 12 inches. So be extremely cautious if you're going off-road. Now, Chad said that the bite has really picked up again. He said the best depth is at 9 to 13 feet of water, but they have been starting to find fish in other areas as well. He said the river channel's been really good, along with some of that main lake structure. He told me that the best bet for jigging is to use a jig. He said the jigging spoons, stuff like that, have not been producing as well as just a jig tipped with a minnow. Now, dead sticks, rattle reels, tip-ups, those are still going to be your best option and produce the most fish. And go ahead and put a rainbow, fathead, or small sucker minnow on those. As far as color goes, we had our best luck on pink and white, but I know red's been working, gold's been working, and green. Now, if you get up fishing out of the Pines, they do have a full bar and restaurant. So make sure you get up there, grab something to eat, a drink, and just shoot the breeze with all the other fishermen up there. Chad also told me that they have 200 pre-plowed chutes out on the lake right now. So if you're coming with a wheelhouse, there's lots of room. And if you do want a different spot, you can go ahead, call him, and arrange for him to plow you a different spot. But that is going to cost you some money. Chad also wanted to make sure that I gave a huge thank you to everybody who made it up there for last weekend's benefit. That really helped out a great cause, supporting that family of that fallen officer. So a huge thank you to you guys. Really appreciate the support from the ice fishing community. So if you guys are looking to get up to Lake Winnibigoshish this weekend, Contact Tamarack Lodge or Chad from the Pines Resort. All right, let's head south to Mille Lacs Lake. Now, I looked at the weather for Mille Lacs Lake this weekend, and it looks like it's going to be pretty decent. On Friday, it's going to be mid-teens, but a little bit breezy with about 5 to 10 mile per hour winds and a chance of light snow, about an inch or less. Saturday, the wind's going to be dying off. Same temperature, mid-teens, but less wind. Looking really decent. Then on Sunday, it's going to warm up. Looks like it's going to be in the mid to upper 20s. No wind, so take advantage of Sunday. Going to be a great day to be mobile. All right, so let's head to the southwest corner of Mille Lacs Lake, Randy's Rentals. I talked to Randy today. He said he's got Blue City set up. He said there's about 16 inches of ice out there, and he's allowing half-ton and three-quarter-ton trucks pulling tandem wheelhouses. Now, he's also plowed out to Indian Point. He said out on Indian Point there's about 14 inches of ice, and he's going to allow half-tons pulling single-axle wheelhouses. Now, I asked him how travel was out on the lake. He said there's a lot of snow out there. It's not very easy to get around, and you're probably going to need a plowed spot if you're bringing your wheelhouse up there. So when you get there, talk to Randy. He'll run out, plow you a spot, and get you set up out there. Now, he did say if you're looking for a free spot, there's a lot of spots that were plowed last weekend that will be open. Anybody's allowed to take those, so you might be able to score yourself a free spot up there. Now, I asked Randy how fishing has been. He said it's not really a numbers game, but it's a big fish game. He said they've been catching lots of big fish up there, and even catching quite a few of them fish that you can keep, that 21 to 23 inch range. Now, I asked him what depths they've been having the best luck in, and he gave me a pretty big spread. He said 14 to 28 feet of water. So it sounds like the fish are kind of everywhere right now. Now, as far as lures go, he suggested using dead sticks with a plain red hook with either a shiner minnow, fathead, or a small sucker minnow. He said that's kind of the ticket right now to produce the most fish. Now, if you're looking to book a fish house out of Randy's Rentals, he does say that they're booking up fast, so go ahead and call as soon as possible and try and get one of them houses booked up now. Now, one thing he did ask me to mention is if you guys are coming up this weekend, he did say give plenty of space between the other wheelhouses. Don't crowd each other. Don't get a bunch of weight in one spot. He said he doesn't want to cause any flooding issues up there. So just be respectful of your neighbor and give them plenty of space. So if you guys are looking to get up to Mille Lacs Lake out of the southwest corner, go ahead, give Randy a call from Randy's Rentals. All right, now heading up to the north end of Mille Lacs Lake, Barnacles Resort and Campgrounds. I talked to Sheila today. She said this has been a very tough year for them. They had to restake all their roads. They've been plowing like crazy, getting things set up, doing their best to get fishermen out on the lake. She said they're plowing out to the sands, the humps, and the east flats. She said they have an average of 10 inches of ice, but they are finding a little more in different areas. Now, as far as what they're going to allow out this weekend, they're going to allow out ATVs, UTVs, and snowmobiles for everyone. Now, if you're a seasonal member with them, they are going to do their best to get you out in your ice castle, your skid houses, and stuff like that. So make sure you're checking in with Sheila from Barnacles Resort on that. Now, with this warm up in the weather, the walleye bite has been strong out on Mille Lacs. They're picking up quite a few fish and some really nice ones. Now, as far as lures and colors go, the best colors have been UV orange, UV green, a plain red hook, or a glow red jig. Now, make sure you're utilizing your second rod, whether that be a dead stick, a tip up, or a rattle reel. That's going to produce probably your most fish out there, and then use a rattle spoon, flutter spoon, something like that to try and call those fish in. Now, the bar and restaurant up at Barnacles will be open all weekend, so make sure you stop in, get some delicious food, grab a drink, shoot the breeze with your buddies, and just have a great time while you're up there. They are getting their rental houses out on the lake now, so if you're looking to book a house with Sheila up at Barnacles Resort, I'd go ahead and call right away. Weekends are booking up fast, but there are some weekday availability still. So if you're looking to get up to the north end of Mille Lacs Lake, make sure you go ahead and give Sheila a call from Barnacles Resort and Campground. Let's head back up north to Leech Lake. I looked up the weather report for Leech Lake this weekend. Looks like it's going to be really nice. On Friday they do have a chance of snow, but it looks like an inch or less. Looked like the high on Friday was going to be about 15 degrees with about 5 to 10 mile per hour winds, but those will be dying off through the weekend and be virtually nothing Saturday and Sunday. Now Saturday it's going to be similar to Friday, about 16 degrees for a high, but on Sunday it's going to warm up and be in the mid to upper 20s. So take advantage of Sunday, do some hole hopping, stay mobile, get on top of them fish. So let's head over to Horseshoe Bay Lodge. I talked to Austin. He said they have 17 to 21 inches of ice right now. Now as far as restrictions go, they're allowing 3/4 ton diesels to pull 24-foot tandems, 1-ton gas trucks pulling 24-foot tandems, and 1-ton diesels pulling single axle wheelhouses. Now if the ice conditions improve over the next few days, they are going to lift those restrictions on the 1-ton trucks. Now Austin told me they just finished plowing a new 2-mile road, so there's lots of fresh water to get on those walleyes on, so take advantage of that. If you need a plowed spot for your ice castle, make sure you go ahead and give them a call. It does sound like they do have some pre-plowed chutes for free, but if you want to get on a specific spot, you're going to have to pay to have a spot plowed. Austin told me since the warm-up, the bite has really picked back up. He said they're finding fish anywhere from 10 to 21 feet of water. So you need to work those transitions, and the depth kind of varies depending on what kind of structure you're set up on. Now he said plain red hook, glow red, chartreuse, and gold have been doing the best. And he said tip those with a rainbow or a small pike sucker. Now if you're looking to book a fish house up at Horseshoe Bay Lodge, they are partnering with J&K Marine out of Walker. So make sure you go ahead and give Kim a call and book a fish house through J&K Marine out of Walker. Now if you're looking to stay on shore, Horseshoe Bay Lodge has lots of room options. So make sure you go ahead, give them a call, book a cabin, a room, whatever it might be. And they also have a bar and grill. Iron Fire Bar and Grill, delicious food, great drinks. Go in there, hang out with your friends, shoot the breeze, catch up after a long day of fishing. So if you guys are looking to get up to Leech Lake this weekend, make sure you go ahead and give Cam or Austin a call from Horseshoe Bay Lodge. If you guys are looking for an ice fishing report for Lake of the Woods, Red Lake, Lake Vermilion, or Devil's Lake in North Dakota, make sure you check out After 5 Outdoors on YouTube. He's got some great reports out there. We'll leave his link down in the description and go ahead and check him out. Well, that's going to wrap up this week's fishing report. If you guys want to be notified every time we post a new fishing report, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell to all, and it'll send you a notification every time we post. But we really appreciate you guys tuning into these reports. Please hit that like button. We hope you'll tune in next Thursday for another one. Get out there, get fishing, make some memories, and hopefully we'll see a bunch of pictures coming in. But if you guys aren't doing so, get on out there and get living.